What's up?
Hey there, mate.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to TF Live. This is Mel on the mic, and I'm joined by Poisy tonight. We're in week 5, and this is the main division. Tonight you're watching Misfits versus Big Chungus. These teams are both pretty much at the top of the ladder right now, so it's sure to be a pretty even mixed matchup tonight. It'll be pretty interesting. Welcome to the couch, Poisy. Do you want to take it away with one of the teams?
Yeah, great to be here as always. I'll take us through Big Chungus Gaming. I think they're ranked, first at the moment. They've certainly been a promising team and they've shown a lot of improvement. On Flank Scout, they've got Janga 7, Hif on Combo Scout, Lux on Roamer, Jaeger on Pocket, Whacktrick on Demo, and Rogue on Medic. I think Jaeger's a new addition to the team. This will be his first official. I think he was transferred in last week. But yeah, all in all, a pretty strong roster.
Yeah, they do look strong. I've got a new addition to Misfits this week as well with Mr. Jolson on Scout. And then they've also got Jamal on Scout as well. Schmuck and Caspian as the Misfits soldiers. Bappo again on Demo, and Big Old as their medic. I can't really call a team for tonight. I'm not sure who's going to win, but
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sure it's going to be close though.
Definitely. I think it's going to be a real close one. If I had to make a prediction for the first map, I think it's probably going to go the way of Big Chungus Gaming. I think they just have a slight scout ad, which might help them out a lot. But we do see the ready up actually, and we've got. Oh yep, so the ready up. So first mid coming in now.
Nice. Okay, so the off with the rollout.
Yeah, Diesel doing the faster wingman rollout, trying to get a bit of early pressure, but Whacktrick.
Bomb in from Schmuck as well. He's on his shotgun as well. Tried to do some damage there, but didn't end up taking out the medic.
Yeah, an interesting option to run the shotgun. Not often used on a map where jumping behind is so powerful and you don't want to take a lot of heals as a soldier. So I'm not sure if that's going to stick around, but both meds surviving the mid fight, even though it did go the way of Big Chungus Gaming. They were able to clean up the frags, the early aggression didn't really work out. Jaeger does get pressured off his forward position with the cliff, and so they should just fall back to point here.
I also don't see them that often in the shorty come out in main that much.
Yeah, as we say, this Jolson takes a really aggressive trade in. It forces some flash, but his team doesn't really do anything. They get a trade onto Jenga, which is handy, but it won't cause much to happen. There was just no presence from his team after that. The Caspian will trade with Lux on the flank. I don't think anything will come of this. Spawners are still relatively even.
Yeah, but we're just trying to spam some pipes out there, trying to make space so Misfits can move up. It's pretty even on mid still. Although, as I say that, Chungus are standing on the point right now, and looks like Misfits have conceded a little bit.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a... Bappo took a lot of heals in that fight along the right side near Cliff, and both his scouts are playing on the left side, and so there wasn't really any heals to their scouts and they couldn't pressure all that much. Bappo was not able to get forward enough with the heals and the scouts were away from the beam, so not going to win a lot of fights doing that on product. Whacktrick does get taken down pretty low, and the Uber's actually used across the point again. They don't get a lot of early flashes or any picks, and once again there's no real presence in the post. I mean, we've got Caspian spamming on Cliff, and yeah, they're getting a couple flashes, but they're using so early across the point that it's not really meaning anything, and especially if they don't have any presence in the post. No soldiers are bombing, or they are giving up a lot of the cap here, and they just kind of back out, I guess, fear of the spawn disad.
Yeah, Misfits are moving forward a little bit too. I mean, but their medic Ubers are at the same point right now too. It looks like Rogue on Big Chungus is. Oh no, they're even still. One of the soldiers are trying to bomb in right now. He's not doing much. He does get out though.
Yeah, I think Hef's looking a bit antsy. He might want to take a solo across the point here. He's got the beam, and the Ubi's used really early, but they get 2 picks with it, even though they haven't. Oh, what? Big World dropped. Oh, yeah, I completely missed it.
Big bomb in from Big Chungus there, and that wins them the point right now.
Oh, and Diesel dies really late as well. Don't think Diesel really needed to die there. He honestly could have just lived. He's kind of delayed his team, and there should be a forward hold from Big Chungus, and there will be.
Yeah, both teams being quite careful there, and but in the end, Big Chungus just big dicked it, and
Jolson dies immediately on cliff. Bappo jumps in deep and trades for Jenga. I'm not sure he'll be super impressed with that, honestly.
Jenga was a little bit forward there too. I'm guessing in the comms he was telling the rest of his team to hold forward there, and they just didn't want to do that.
Although it does look like Jolson's wanting to take aggressive on the point. They don't have Ubi yet though, so he's just gonna end up behind them, I think, yeah. And Uber's used from Big Chungus. It's just Jolson on the point. Jamal's coming in now, but there's no health here. And this, a dominant round from Big Chungus Gaming.
Yeah, first round to Big Chungus.
Yeah, I'll watch Whack Trick on this mid, I think. He played really passive last mid and then aggressive when he did too, was quite nice. Gets an early sticky onto Diesel. 2 stickies actually.
Misfits really trying to spam out Pride Rock there. They do get that soldier off. Oh no, he's back up. Yeah, Jager's still just raining down rockets there. They do look dominant right now.
Definitely do. Picking up Schmuck.
They really have that height advantage. Like they're really playing that for their team, and it's working out for them too. Misfits are just on the ground, kind of all over the place behind the rock right now. It's hard for them to take ground while they got those rockets raining down.
Oh, that's a shame. That mid was going really well for Big Chungus Gaming. I think they got a pick on the flank, and I think Jamal was really weak, and they just weren't able to consolidate and walk across point. Although Hef walking forward, looking to deny the point, but they will get the capping time. And he's going to walk across left side, go for a trade. That's the Uber.
Both Ubers are out.
Oh, some good flashes there. And there's, once again, no pros presence from either team really. Caspian jumping in now, getting a little bit of work done. But Lux does die, and Jenga dies as well. Yeah, they're all kind of dying here. That's probably by far the best post we've seen from Misfits. All the other ones have been kind of a bit sad, where they just sort of use the Uber and finish on point with just Big Weld and Jolson, I think it is, and it's kind of not letting them get anything done. They just sort of use the Ubers just because they can.
Perfect's doing really well as demo on Misfits. Both of those, the space that was taken was, I'd say, him initiating that with two. He was a part of both picks on both times 2 players went down on Big Chungus. Oh, and as I say that, 3 of Misfits players are down, and Big Chungus has the player advantage now, and they're just going to move forward with that and take that midpoint back.
God, Misfits are just really passive, like way too passive when they have the point. I understand you don't want to feed, but a lot of the time they're just playing their heels so far back that it's kind of destroying their flank, because Big Chungus is just going to rotate him for buffs and then walking at, Jamal and I think it's Schmuck.
Got another Uber out from Big Old right now. Rogue hasn't popped yet for Big Chungus. Oh, and out comes their Uber. This might be a little bit better right now. Yeah, they have a little bit more ground here.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was Caspian that went behind there and drew a fair few eyes and sort of just allowed the 2 scouts to walk across the point and cause some havoc. But Rogue does live in that fight, so they should be able to maintain this as even Ubers. And we might see like some kind of suck setting up soon, I hope.
Yeah, I mean,
Both teams
Ubers. Sorry.
Both teams just kind of staying out for a moment, but yeah. Actually, yeah, Misfits have done a much better job of building and actually kind of gotten themselves like a 20 ad, 25 ad.
Yeah, they did pop a little bit sooner in that last trade, but
It's true.
they have been building as well, so they're about 20% up.
Yeah, but they lose both soldiers. That's cardinal sin when you have the point. Jamal will die as well on the flank there. And they're actually trying to take a trade on the point. 3 players down. They'll get the spawners, but I'm not sure if they're going to be there in time. Because you've got Lux jump in from behind, and yeah, they're just going to leave the point here after using Uber. And
that was a solo Uber right there.
Yeah.
Bappo wasn't in that at all. He did try to spam out a little bit of support. He's jamming in now though, and it's really working out.
Yeah, they've dropped 2 players, have big Chungus, and they might look to double scout this across the point. Although they drop Hif. Oh no, that's not good. Jang is in really deep. Can he hit his shots?
Big
Does
Chungus
not look
had
like
the
it.
Uber there as well.
Yeah.
Big Ol didn't have one, so Big Chungus tried to do something with that Uber, but it wasn't enough. They were down to 1 player, and Misfits just moved forward on that.
Yeah. I don't know, it was definitely a really good opportunity for Big Chungus Gaming there. I mean, they had full out and 6 players up. That should have been pretty textbook. There wasn't even like a sack wave or anything. They just kind of dropped 2 players and then used the Uber anyway. I think they kind of needed a...
I haven't seen a lot of sacks, to be honest, on
No.
In this game.
Oh, we do see Lux up on his main, on Spy. Looking to walk behind, this probably be a Spy during the 4-man. Oh, he gets the Diesel, that's a big pick. And the Uber's used as well. And they pick Jolson off. That's a really good sack wave.
Yeah, that Spy play didn't really work out for them. I wonder if he's going to come back up as Spy.
I'm sure with the pretty much full Uber ad and the spawn ad, they'll be able to take this point relatively for free.
Yeah, Rogue with a huge ad right now. He's 100%. Big World's just sitting on 35 right now.
He forces Caspian though.
Nice force from Caspian. That
There's
might be
no
just
pressure.
what the team needs.
There's no pressure from the rest of Misfits. I'm not sure if Rogue really needs to pop there, but
Big
it happens.
Chungus need to hold that point for about 1.5 minutes now to win this round. I wonder if Misfits will be able to take it back in that time.
I wonder, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah,
And
Big
we
World
have
does
a
have...
pause, actually.
Oh, there's a pause. Who paused? Well, while they paused, we can see that Misfits do have an Uber advantage here right now.
They do, yeah. So Misfits have a pretty sizable ad.
Yeah.
And they're getting pretty aggressive on the point as well. The health is pretty much even on both teams. But I don't know, I guess it's interesting. We haven't seen anyone really initiating, kind of a boring spot to pause. Everyone's just kind of like mirroring each other here. Got both the soldiers on cliff, both demos under cliff with the beam. 2 scouts on the left side of the point.
And we're
we've unpaused.
Okay, so Big Old's about to get his Uber as well right now.
Yeah, I think a huge bomb from Lux actually picked off both scouts, and it's just Big Weld and Diesel running. Diesel, gets a huge arrow and survives. He's going to eat a fair bit of damage walking out of cliff though. He'll be fine.
Diesel is Bappo, by the way, guys. The Misfits demo.
That's correct. Oh, the Uber's used out from Big World. Right into Bappo, he jumps in deep, picks up Whack. And, they do get the Uber, but they've left the point really open. And down a demo, it might be hard to regress.
Misfits trying to pile on that point there, but they can't seem to do that with Big Chungus' Uber coming out and just pushing them right off. Bappo's trying to do as much as he can to retake that space. And soldiers from Misfits are just having like one-on-ones with the other team's soldiers. Bit of a mess right now. Both teams desperate to take that midpoint. We're very close right now. Whoever takes it will win this round.
This is the final push coming in. Some scrappy fights all over the place. Jenga 7 dies. Whack picks up 2 huge picks. Jolson and the demo.
Yeah, Misfits
and the scout dies. Hif's going huge as well. We've seen all the shots. This will be another round.
Wow. That's a wipe. Big Chungus take that round. They really didn't want to lose that.
Yeah, no, Big Chungus is playing really well at the moment. I crashed. I'll be back in 1 moment.
Okay. Alright, so it's 2-0 right now on the side of Big Chungus. They're really dominating this map tonight.
Yeah, they've been taking much better fights than I think Misfits have, and that's just really showing.
Yeah, back to the good spam from soldiers from Pride Rock on the side of Big Chungus.
Control point enabled.
I don't know why the misfit soldier doesn't like jump right up to Pride. Oh no, there he is. Nope, he's jumping back. Babo just gets taken out with a bomb there from Jaeger. But it looks like Misfits are taking their cap right now as Chungus are just trying to regroup with their team, looking to go straight back in there. Both Ubers are even as well. See who ends up getting forced first.
Yeah, I'm back and Jamal instantly dies, but gets traded out for Lux. And the Uber's just really deep. It picks up Whack, and Hif takes in an Uber, which is much better, but there are 3 players down. They're not going to be able to get anything from this, so probably won't be able to retake the point either. That's a pretty devastating call from Hif there. He just really needs to just preserve that Uber, wait till his demo spawned, and then try and take the point now.
Chungus will be feeling pretty confident too. I can imagine the comments being like,
That's true, yeah.
"What are you doing? Let's go in. Let's take this. We deserve this."
Yeah, but once again, really good aggression from Big Chungus, and they're sort of just letting them get away with it on Misfits. Not really pressuring them hard enough, or as hard as they need to be. Diesel's... Oh, Big Will dies actually. I missed that. And Caspian dies as well, they're just kind of feeding in now. Oh, Lux with a massive bomb, helping out Janga on the flank there. Does die, and... Oh, Diesel went behind and got Rogue actually. I missed that watching the flank fight, so it'll be pretty decent ad, like probably about 25-ish towards Big World, or even more, honestly. They're building quite well. And Rogue isn't spawning with anyone. And Wactrick dies, he's really far forward there with no team. So that's going to be a pretty hefty respawn for him. And yeah, about 30% Uber ad.
Deep, like he's behind the players. Django wants to try and do some damage, but he just gets taken out, paying for going so deep there. Jacob does take out Jolson though, but Jacob goes down instead himself as well.
That's
it's a bit of a trade.
Pretty poor 4-man sack there. It kind of looks like they didn't really coordinate it, and someone went in, and then everyone else realized, oh shit, we gotta go and just fit in one by one.
Lux bombs in now. He's trying to get a pick there, but
oh, that's a much better one. Yeah, Wactrick able to just jump in, and while no one's looking, puts 2 stickies at Big World's feet. That's a pretty free med pick, especially when they didn't have Uber.
Yeah, so Misfits pretty comfortably just waiting on Chungus to come back and try and retake their point here.
Yeah, oh, 2 players really forward.
Lux
concrete.
Yeah, these soldiers are really doing a good job on the side of Misfits right now, just bombarding point as Chungus are trying to get on it. Rogue caught out there, he was quite deep. He ended up getting forced and having to pop his Uber. And it doesn't looks like they did lose 2 players in that too. So it's not great for them.
A pretty unfavourable Uber, they kind of lose players early. Got a few gremlins hiding around corners and losing players early, and once again that's losing players to the relentless aggression from Misfit. Caspian bombing in now on Jenga. Oh, it's a nice rocket to pick him up. We'll trade for it though.
Jenga with a nice shot in the chat there as well. It's nice to see teams being, you know, good sportsmanship.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't say nice job in the comms though. Uber is forced out on the point, and it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, Big Old
not a lot of cap time
to save the point.
Yeah.
Chungus with a scout on the flank, trying to do as much as he can, but he just gets picked up there. And that is the round to Misfits, so we're 2-1 now.
Yeah, that Uber forced them so far back off the point, and I think it was only Chang who could contest against like 3 players. Not even he can win that. King Julian, Diesel, opting to the slow rollout again this time. Eats a few early stickies again, pressuring the soldier on. Commits 2 stickies to that soldier.
Yeah, he's really keeping that soldier off Pride Rock, and it's helping Misfits right now. Rogue goes down as well, the medicine on Big Chungus. So
Yeah.
The control point is being captured.
Caspian with a really good bomb. And we do see some players trying to salvage something. Oh, they get
that is
Big World
almost a
pretty
wipe.
low, but not quite.
Alert.
Yeah.
The control point is being contested.
Yeah, they missed a bit of an opportunity there. I think
Have a lot of
Diesel
control
shot like
point.
5 stickies and 4 pipes, but a huge didn't have much loaded, so some aggression there could have killed them. But it was misfits who took that
I feel like
initiative and
Misfits actually taking care of this Chungus soldiers up on height. That round really
Yeah.
did it for them. So
once again,
Misfits have a full Uber advantage right now.
The control point is being contested.
Jaeger with an interesting bomb gets a lot of damage. Oh, the spy play again.
Luck spy play just, ended up with Misfits with 3 players down, although, I mean, Misfits still have a player advantage. Although, Rogue is, what, 80% ad, 90% ad. I'm gonna say full ad right now.
Yeah.
Because, Misfits, Manic, Big World got taken down just then.
Yeah, that 4-man working out really nicely. I mean, if you're playing against Lux, you just have to expect the spy. He's going to do it every time. But,
Yeah.
oh, a 4-man now from Misfits, losing, well, yeah, all their players pretty consistently. They shouldn't have too much trouble with the spawns.
Big
Yeah.
World just trying to survive here.
And a forward hold actually coming out from Big Chungus. Lux hiding in a lovely little gremlin corner. Won't get anything though.
Yeah, nice to see the forward hold though.
Yeah, busting main now. Jolson leading that. They
Yeah,
pick up
Jolson-
a soldier. Oh, that's not going to be good for them. But Big Will dies to Jenga. Oh,
It's a good peek from Jenga. Bad luck, Big World.
Jenga, man.
Got a big bomb in from
2 scouts walking across the point. Yeah, they are going to be able to find Jolson. Now, these soldiers aren't dying quite quickly enough. I mean, it's much easier said than done, but they kind of live for about 2 rockets and take a lot of eyes away, and 2 scouts are just able to walk across the point, like, pretty often. I think the soldier aggression has been something that's been working a lot for Misfits this past round, or past 2 rounds.
Captured.
Okay,
Looks like-
so Misfits are retaking mid now.
Caspian will die though. Oh, Hif dies too though, to a pipe. Up here with a little spray.
Jacob's back on Pride Rock, but Schmuck doesn't want to let him get that spam out of there. He needs to watch his back though, Lux is on the flank right behind him. Schmuck does survive there too.
Oh, big going from Jaeger. Doesn't manage to hit the last rocket onto Big World. And oh, a lot of damage actually. But they are 2 players down, so not sure if they'll be able to make anything of it.
A little
They've
bit of
almost
turn
kept
on
the point.
the flank there.
Oh.
Caspian takes the pack-in down. He's now behind. Chungus are in a little bit of a sandwich right now. Caspian can't do much from behind there. He just get picked up straight away. But that's enough to just
Yeah.
have their Uber. Chungus's Uber not really doing much apart from picking up Caspian behind.
Not great from Diesel walking, just like absolutely feeding before the Uber comes in. But then Rogue dropped a whack trick, so kind of evened out. And losing soldiers in like a semi-forward hold is going to mean that Misfits will be able to take the point back.
Capture the control point.
Yeah, both soldiers did get out pretty fast right there. From the big Chungus soldiers, sorry. Misfits have retaken now.
The control point is
Oh, Jaeger dying to a nice pipe from Bapo again. And Hif dies as well. So, kind of panic stations here. As they send in 2 remaining players to sack, but nothing really comes of it. Bit of a desperation play.
Big O's about to get his Uber now. Although, Rogue's like 10% off. I'm guessing Misfits would just try and use to save.
Yeah, scout trade across the point. Jolson's running behind, picks up Jenga. That's a good pick, but they might have overextended here for that. Oh, no one can really capitalize from Big Chungus. Some decent damage from Whack.
Misfits
But a
just trying
big
to
soldier
stay
bomb.
alive, keep their player advantage after the Ubers have melted down.
Yeah, solid regression was really good there from Misfits, and the rest of this team were able to capitalize on that, so
Yeah,
this will be
Chungus
another
with
round
only
for
their medic
Misfits.
up right now. Yeah.
Victory.
There it is,
So
2-2.
Misfits with a little bit of comeback right now. We're 2-all. This is close.
It is, I mean it was meant to be a close one, but this is something else.
Okay, put this bets. Who's gonna win this one? Poisy.
Oh, I think it all depends on how this first goes. Taking the momentum in a game as close as this is really important. Schmuck dies really early, so does Jamal. Big Chungus just need to consolidate here and not lose any more players. Maybe post up around their meta bit.
The control point is being captured.
I know after scrimming Misfits a lot, they like to take every single fight they can, even if they're not the percentage plays.
Yep, so we've got
Oh,
big
Diesel.
Chungus have
Oh,
just
no.
taken the point there and they're forward holding. Now, oh, trying to.
Yeah.
Trying to forward hold. But,
Diesel, once again,
yeah.
just like, trying to walk at Whacktrick and kind of alpha him into submission, but Whacktrick just like holds his ground, shoots a few stickies, and gets his team to help him out. And Jolson trying to save Diesel, just
out
dies
comes
for a
the
sticky
Uber.
trap.
Misfits trying to push through this forward hold. Rogue's got his Uber out the Big Chungus as well.
Jaeger dies on the flank.
Misfits do end up taking that little bit of space back, pushing Big Chungus out of the forward hold. Misfits have player ad right now as well. Will it be enough for them to move on to the point? It looks like they're playing a lot more carefully now too.
It does. And they kind of had to with so many players behind, but I don't think Chungus were counting their players correctly, and they didn't aggress off the like faux player ad they had where I think Caspin died behind and Schmuck was weak behind waiting for a pack. So they kind of just like stood still near the point,
Yep.
semi-denying it, but I really
trying
like
to
to
heavy
see them.
build here at base as well. They want to come in with some kind of an advantage. They're going to want to pop as soon as possible, I'm guessing.
Well, Cass dies really forward, trading for Jaeger. Once again, the fights they're taking aren't that favourable.
Ubers are even. Out comes Rogue and Eagle responding with his Uber 2. Looks like a solo Uber for Misfits right now. Well, trying to do as much damage with the rest of their team, just trying to follow up there. That strat has worked out for them. I think it helped them take those last 2 rounds.
Yeah, definitely. The spawn ad for Big Chungus is helping them a lot here. They're able to aggress across the point, push the players out. Just Diesel and Caspian left in now. They will be backing off with Caspian providing some cover fire from Cliff. This looks like another point cap. Oh, they're not capping to not deny a soldier. This could cost them. Yeah, they lose whack. Oh no, that's not good. They
That goes down.
They will cap the
Good
point.
spare from Caspian from Hyatt there. He really did protect the point with that.
Jolson
Although-
was pointing to 2 scouts, and Jamal might die behind here as well. Yeah, he will. Misfits. Oh, Caspian dies as well. What's going on? They're kind of just taking like 3v1s, trying to be the hero, but it's not really working out for them.
Yeah, they might be trying, like, being a little bit too keen for that midpoint this round instead of going slow like they did in the last 2 rounds that they were successful in.
Yeah, oh, Uber's used so early on Cliff. It's already. Oh, they might not even get the force here.
Yeah, Jolson just trying to single Uber quite often here, with Bappo trying to follow up. Bappo just gets picked off real quick by the soldier on Pride Rock.
Well, I mean, they lost 2 scouts without even Ubering. I thought it was going to be pretty disastrous for Big Chungus, but they just posted up really well, and they didn't even get forced. Luck's gonna dive forward on concrete though.
Yeah, there'd be a bit of a mental game going on here as well. Misfits don't have a lot of time, like space on the clock there to do something right now.
Yeah, Jenga trades for Diesel there, who once again was really forward on the point. And ended up pretty disastrous. He can't provide that covering spam in the post or juggle an Uber or whatever, which is pretty easy to do on product. And oh no, I think that's Jaeger kind of feeding there. But there's 5 seconds left, so
Yeah, I don't
might
think
not be
he's
the
very,
biggest issue.
Yeah, I don't think he's very, like, worrying about that.
Yeah, the Uber and they can't defend the point. That's 3-2 to Big Chungus Gaming. Wow, what a match.
Close game. Alright, let me go pull up these logs.
Yeah, that was slightly closer than I was expecting. I was probably expecting like a 3-1 to Big Chungus. I think both teams were kind of losing players at unfavourable times, but I think Misfits were just doing a little bit more, like losing players on the flank, having people just far too deep. And the Uber trades as well were, no, I mean they weren't very great for either team, but they were just slightly better for HIF's team. Just bringing up the logs now. Alright, we got Diesel doing 476 DPM, but taking 450 DTM in doing so. Taking also 40% heals. I think, yeah, he's kind of shafted his scouts there. Jolson does get 25, but Jamal only gets 9%. That's really going to hurt you on product.
Yeah, I mean, with that kind of damage, I feel like he deserves those heals.
Yeah, he does, but he's kind of getting them from taking the beam and walking at 6 players, and if his scouts aren't buffed, they can't really follow up on that because they're just gonna get munched by multiple players. So, I mean, if you're doing the damage but you're taking it as well, then sometimes it's not as good as it looks. I think Whacktrick only taking like 27% heals and doing 70 less DPM, like 1,000 less damage is probably like a better trade-off because the scouts from like Hif and Django were just able to do a lot more. I felt it mightn't show in the logs, like pretty even scout games, but Jolson only getting 12 kills, Hif getting 30, you know? That's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, Jolson did try and go in with those Ubers a lot, I thought, like the single Ubers. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out for him most of the time.
No, it didn't. I think the posts were pretty shocking from Misfits for the majority of that game. They didn't have players ready to sort of come in and collapse on Ubered players. And yeah, I mean, you can take the solo Ubers, but if there's no post, then it doesn't matter how much better your Uber is, it's gonna get one pick at best.
Rogue only went down. Rogue's the Big Chungus medic. He only went down 4 times that match too, and he got a kill as well. Yeah, that really helped his team.
Great looks for him, especially given the way that Misfits play. Very scrappy, salvage based. Players like, Jamal and Bappo always trying to go deep and find something after a fight's not gone their way. Mal, do you have any predictions for this map before we get into it?
Gully Wash. I know Jolson's a big nerd on this map. So he's Misfits are going to want to win this, but I'm sure Big Chungus are too. These teams are both on the top of the table. Like, really, I wouldn't be surprised if I see both of them in the grand final this season.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, Main's really tight this season. You got, teams trading maps left and right. I think it's like 5 teams who are, highly in contention at the moment. So I think it'll be really interesting to actually see what the top 4 teams are. I think, yeah, anyone from the top 5 positions is definitely a chance of making the finals and easily a chance of winning it. There are some really strong rosters.
Yeah, Poisy, your roster is strong too. You guys are in the running as well.
Oh, not just us. There's the Quamom Echo Chamber team and Last and Found.
Absolutely. Teams are pretty close. So, who do you think's gonna win? I wouldn't be surprised if Chungus win. Although I think Misfits are going to do really well too. I really can't call it.
Yeah, it's very close. Too close to call, I would say. I think it'll be a close one. I think it'll be real slow paced.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
don't know.
there's also the you got Lux on Chungus and Jolson on Misfits, and both of those players also like to pull out the spy plays. So I'm looking forward to seeing a bit of that too.
Definitely, definitely. Always gotta watch out for the Lux Spy.
Mhm.
He's quite fond of that class. I think the game will be mostly decided by how well Big Chungus can like deathball around their medic. Yeah, so
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
they I've played with and against Misfits a little bit, and they certainly like to go for these salvage plays. They like to take every fight they can, catch teams off guard, and I think if Chungus go into this calculated and decided, then it'll work out much better for them, and they'll be able to capitalize off that, and take some really good Ubers, win some really good, dry fights. But if they're a little disjointed, if they're a little, if Hif hesitates, then I believe he's their main caller. Then I think it'll probably go the way of Misfits. But we're live now. I'll watch Whack to the first mid. A little bit slow. He misses out on any early damage. Caspian goes really deep really early. He does get taken down, so does Lux. So I'll trade soldiers. Jaeger also really weak on the floor. Schmuck dying as well though, so just both soldiers traded. And some spam pipes over the point picking up Whack. Janger will die as well. Hif will run Rogue out. There should be a slight chase. Oh, we've actually got 3 players coming forward. They're going to be careful of the spawners here. Yeah, Papo dies in lobby and so will Jolson. And Big Old's really close, only on 90%. Caspian might be there to escort him to safety. Jaeger goes down, but he trades for Jamal. Caspian trying to solo choke, he gets juggled, and the Ubers actually use Rogue will drop Hif. 1 player advantage, sorry, but a much more favourable Uber for Big Chungus, but they won't be able to get in off it. Bapo trapping up the choke pretty well, and they actually want to come in off this, Misfits. Oh, they've caused a lot of chaos. Big bombs in, so many weak players on both teams, but focus fires slightly better. And it's almost a full wipe. Just Lux will survive in lobby actually. And they're going to take this straight into last. Spawner's up in 1 second. I'll meant to play the point early. They do exactly that and they'll get a round. Might have lost Mal. I'll watch Diesel to this mid. Diesel getting some decent damage at Big Door. Once again we've got soldiers playing on the ground. Schmuck does die, but I'm trying to kill Jaeger at Big Door. So 1 player add. Jaeger are now in with a bomb, and Lux up from drop down, picks up Big World, but 3 picks going the way of Misfits. Caspian stuck in, yeah, there won't be any salvage looks. Rogue, a nice arrow into Caspian.
Control point is being contested. We have secured the control point.
Should be a 90, pretty much full out here for Big Chungus. So they taking their time. Get in, it'll bait the bomb out actually from Schmuck and he'll just back off. Busting through the choke now. It's just Schmuck here. There's no one with him at all. His team's not pressuring for that sack at all, so he just dies. That's... I don't know about that. I'd like to see some form of spam coming out. But because they've taken so long, Uber's are nearly equal. 80% for Big Chungus. As the Uber looks like it's about to come in from river. They're trying to spam a gun out, but yeah, they're spending way too long in this gun.
Yeah, sorry, I crashed it back though.
Oh, that's so good.
Both teams have Ubers now.
Yeah.
That gun didn't last very long either. Jolson Pyro is there, he's trying his best to defend that point. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Diesel Betty
he's
is really hard
doing
in
work
water
there.
though. He's so weak though. He won't be able to get the heals to him. He's gonna die. Yeah. That's the...
Yeah, Diesel didn't get heals there. He was doing a really good job defending that point with Jolson on the Pyro as well. But Field was in secret just then, just kind of cut off from being able to heal the guys on point.
Yeah, it's sort of that Turmo theory, bait your team, then kill 5 players, but if the other team's aware of it, then they just sort of heal up and pick you off.
Yeah, true. Right,
Lux
so, yeah.
dies early again. 2 soldiers ready to bomb up. They're not gonna do a lot, just kind of consolidating their side.
A lot of diesel spam into choke there, really pushing Chungus back to second now as Misfits take the mid pretty comfortably. Jenga's hiding an elbow. He comes out now trying to do something. Thanks to Jenga. He's 1v1ing a scout, but he gets picked off there on mid as everyone else just moves forward.
The control point is being
Indeed he does. So we'll be even it was for last there, but Whacktrick dying, like, just as they were rushing through Big Door.
Yeah,
Probably should have been leaving River.
Turn here. We've got Misfits in with strong Uber straight onto last. They're gonna want to take this as fast as possible, not letting Big Chungus like have a minute to breathe. Although might not be strong enough because looks like they're defending this point pretty well. They really are not going to let Misfits take this that easily.
Yeah. I mean, great cap time in the Uber, but then awful post positioning. They just kind of sat on the floor and waited for the players to come to them, and you know that's really gonna work. They just kind of.
He's just back in mid now, and Chungus looking to aggress. There's a little bit of a fight in Baby
Diesel
Door, but Lux
goose
gets
manny.
out. Yeah, Lux goes back to be able to.
Oh, he gets
that.
caught, and he'll die and choke you. Oh no, he picks up Jaeger and escapes through rope down. That's so stupid. Wow, that really shouldn't happen.
Yeah, good pick from the Misfits demo there.
Yeah, that means the momentum's kind of stuffed, and Uber's are gonna even out. Well, I mean, they already were even, but they're gonna come up on Uber at the same time. So it looks like we might have a stalemate on second. Actually, the heel's been rotated to Big Door.
We
That's
have
something Misfits like to
players
do.
from Misfits have snuck into the lobby through Little Door. There's a little bit of a fight going on in there, but it looks like they're not going to do much there.
Yeah, just basically
Good job just sneaking through Baby Door. Unfortunately, it didn't really do much for them. Lux got picked off too on Big Chungus just then while he was just defending that, but he did a good job of cutting off that little sneaky play.
Yeah, definitely. Uber's traded out in choke here. Rogue will have to flash a bit, and yeah, no, he just leaves Whack to dry there. Whack probably shouldn't have been in that Uber at all. Caspian is going to do a lot of damage in this post. Does pick up Hiff as well, and won't die for it. This is disastrous. Oh my god.
Yeah, it really does look like Misfits are holding all the chokes just right, and they are watching all the entrances and exits really well, and it's paying off for them too.
Yeah, definitely another round there.
They just go on to last, and it's pretty clinical from Misfits there.
Yeah, you're never going to win a game of Gully Wash wiping on second. And there just wasn't...
I feel like Big
a lot of...
Chungus's flank has been open a little bit too, a little bit too much. They've just missed players going in behind. That's really cost game for them.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe not
2-1, 9 minutes in.
Yeah.
Schmuck dies on the point. Lux will get traded out for it, and Jaeger's so far behind. Does bring Caspian back though. Caspian actually looking for like a play from behind here, as there's a bit of aggression across point from Misfit, and they're gonna meet Caspian at choke, who's
gonna wipe to
absolutely clean up.
Big Chungus there. Misfits are just gonna walk forward on that. Bappo just jumps straight into lobby, blocking off the exits, taking that space for his team there. And the rest of his team are in river with the combo.
Showing up on his main of engineer. Gonna get the sentry up. I'm not sure it'll be very built by the time the Uber comes in from
Well, we also got
misfits
a
though.
heavy from HIF right now too, so
Yeah, that's true.
that should be a little. Oh,
Oh no, Jaeger dies.
yeah, Bappo just trades with. Oh,
Yeah.
doesn't trade with him. He just takes out Jaeger, out there on landing.
And the sentry gun gets spammed out as well before the Uber's even in. Oh, the traps take out Bappo.
HIF with a bit of Kovac, picking off players as much as he can as they come in from misfits. Jaeger's back up now. Oh, so much
Oh,
cat time.
Jaeger. Jaeger with a very important bomb onto the point there.
Yes,
It was nearly capped, but he picks up Jolson and Big World
there
to
was a
secure the hold. And
fraction of a second left on that
Our
cap
control
point.
there was.
being captured.
Jaeger goes straight up to second, which is the right thing to do when you wipe a team out. I don't know where the rest of his team is though.
We have secured the
Diesel
control point.
doing the Gooseman again. But it looks like Big Chunk is opting to go Big Door, so it probably won't come into play. And is this... Yeah. Caspian and Bappo have tried to wrap. They're gonna get spotted by a soldier though.
Well, they really like playing this map. I think they've gotten wise to the fact that the Chungus flank has been opened a little bit. Although, they're not
Yeah, not-
conceding right now.
Not open
because-
enough there. Lux and Jangle were all over that. They played like really passive. They didn't clear choke, like go through choke. They just like kind of played passive on second, waited for the players to come through and picked them up, and getting a demo on a soldier pick is gonna win
Yeah.
you a point or two on Gully Wash.
Yeah, good job. Chungus
Our
look like
control
they're
point is being captured.
getting a bit better at, you know, just learning in the middle of this game to watch
Definitely.
those flanks a little bit better.
River's coming up on both teams now. I think Chunks think it's Ad, maybe? They drop Black Trick anyway. Caspian dies, but so does Django, and this is a failed last push it seems.
Yeah,
Rogue?
big with his Uber out, just trying to save his team. Three players do go down though. We're 3-on-3 right now. Both teams really just trying to play with the see who has the better Kovacs right now.
Definitely. Misfits are pushing up really far for a team who have not a lot of players. And Diesel chasing deep into choke, but getting caught out at Big Door. Oh man. And Johnson dies as well to a trap, just face checking a shutter door. This is pretty disastrous. There could be a dry fight here. There will be. They're
Jake's
walking
trying to sneak through river now. He's in water. He's just like coming behind the point.
two scouts in water. They're not going to get a lot done. Big bomb from Lux picks up two. Django regressing on the point now. Oh, dies to an arrow from Big World.
Yeah, nice pick, Big One.
Really scrappy fight. I think they just needed one of those scouts to maybe not play the point. I
The
think
control point is being captured.
one of them came onto it a little late. If they had someone playing around like the rest of their team, more fun
Bappo
of
is
them.
just
Oh,
BMing and
Yeah,
camping
trapping
forward
forwards.
spawns right now. He gets one pick there. Or is that two? I don't know.
he gets two. He picks up Hef and Jaeger.
Oh, there we go.
But the rest of his team's only like walking into mid now, so
Our
the
control
spawners will be up by the time they push second. So it's just a bit of a log pad there. Trap set up in Big Door actually. They're taking a while to push through, and the flank is through choke. Big bomb in from Jaeger. Won't pick much up. He'll go behind, and I assume he'll just die here.
Yeah,
The cover was walked in through Baby.
Yep, they're playing Baby Door again. It seems to work for them a lot before. I don't think the other team know that they're in there. They're
Yeah,
getting
they're
ready
all the way
to
behind,
move
going into
straight
last.
in.
They've used in
big
to last, and no
right.
one's there.
Get the Uber off the point, let him cap.
Oh no.
Oh man, bad luck with... Freaking shouldn't have been Ubering that scout while they were standing on the point there.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have Ubered at all there. They didn't scout that at all. And they just kind of
I
used
guess
through
it's
shutter.
kind of instinctive, you know, like go all in
Yeah.
sort of thing. Didn't really
Yeah, definitely.
have time to think, maybe, I'm not sure.
Diesel's going behind again. Looks like he wants to go for a back up. but the point, yeah, no,
Oh,
there's,
Diesel!
you know,
Kind of walking in on that. He's feeling very brave here. Oh, he takes out Lux pretty easy. Diesel walks away on 5
The control
health.
point is
yeah,
being
but he's not at
contested.
mid now while his team's trying to fight, and
Yeah, he's being a little bit
Jang is waiting in the
fancy
corner for him.
here.
Diesel's coming in from behind at choke now. He'll actually probably find a pick onto Roke yet. Yeah,
And
he
he
will.
just takes,
Oh man.
yeah. He picks off that medic, but Big Well goes down as well in that fight. Just not having his demo there cost him his
Yeah.
life there too. So both medics went down.
Chungus need to be more aware of that player behind. I mean,
Yeah, we do have the Lux spy though. I don't
do.
know if Misfits are aware of this.
I mean, it looks like he's going for playing the point now. Oh, destroys Diesel. Again.
Bappo there.
I don't think he stabbed anyone except Diesel tonight.
Yeah, he really wanted to get back.
And that's going to
Just-
trigger the fight from Chungus, but also
Is
a
that
pause.
That's a
It is a pause. Luck's actually still up on Spy. He's in a pretty decent position here to possibly pick off Big World if he commits any further through Big Door.
He's looking at him, I think.
He's looking at him.
Yeah. I don't think Big Odd is aware Lux is there, but I mean he should because Bappo just got stabs on mid. That's the second pause of tonight.
yeah,
Both
so-
team's pretty serious about taking this win, hey?
Hif is just AFK apparently. That is the reason for the pause.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't said anything, but he's disappeared, so I'm not sure what the situation is there. But I'm sure it's serious.
I do know that Chungus asked to have this match moved earlier due to time constraints, so hopefully Hif will be able to just come back and play.
Yeah, Hif is a pretty integral part of this team as well. But he
Mhm.
does have some shaky availability. I know he likes to get an early bedtime, get the 10 hours of sleep so he can game even harder the next day. But yeah, not sure how long this pause will take. But it's been pretty fast paced. What have your thoughts been so far, Mel?
It has been pretty close. It was. I'm still kind of a little bit disappointed in that easy quick round Misfits could have had, but they just made a few mistakes and didn't end up taking that just because they didn't like the scout on the point was getting even.
Yeah.
That's bad luck. And then after that, when when Chungus were looking to take point there, they had 2 scouts in water, and that still wasn't enough for them. The scouts just didn't. I feel like there was just a breakdown in communication there. They were in the perfect position to take that last point and make something happen, but yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Yeah,
Spy play
possibly.
was pretty good, and then we saw Bappo just wreaking havoc everywhere. He looks like he's just having fun, honestly, when he plays sometimes. Like, he's just jumping around and being annoying.
Definitely.
It did cost his medic his life, though. Like, Big Ol
Yeah.
did end up going down there. As he said, he wasn't there at mid to back his team up. And then I loved when... I mean, it was pretty good to see Lux just come in and take revenge there. Just stab
Yeah.
him. Papa was not expecting that.
Definitely a nice stab.
Yeah.
I think, the Lux spy plays shouldn't be working as well, I think. When you play against Lux, you have to expect to spy. I don't think I've ever played a game with Lux where he hasn't played, at least 3 minutes of spy.
Yeah?
He,
Yeah. I haven't seen the Jolson spy.
No, I think Jolson's been a responsible combo scout and leaving the off-class scene to his other players.
Yeah,
I think-
that's true.
Caspian likes to do a little bit of spy. He's picking that up, apparently.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I'd like
Yeah,
to see
he's
that this match.
Pulled it out in a few scrims and officials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, we're just waiting for Hif to get back now, guys.
Always love a pause, makes a cast real fun.
I mean, it's alright. How do you feel casting again? I haven't seen you. Have you casted this season yet?
I
Poisy?
haven't, no. Last time was main grand finals last season, but
Oh yeah.
good to be back.
Yes, welcome back. How long do we have left on this clock?
Not sure because of the pause timer messing with HUDs, but
True. I think there's like 12 minutes left of this game. Something like that.
yeah, possibly. I guess we'll find out when we know how long we've been paused for.
Yeah, Misfits are 2-1 in front of Big Chungus right now. Do you think we'll see many rounds before the end of the game?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think we've. Okay, so Jenkins told me there's 14 minutes left, so halfway through, I think we will see some more rounds. I think neither of these teams are trying to slow down a lot. But yeah, I'm. If I had to make a prediction now, I think Misfits are going to take it 4-2, and we are back.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm good back in.
We have secured the control point.
So Chungus going to take this midpoint pretty comfortably. Going to be working with Munchad, really. I don't think they'll be brave enough to use it, but
Yeah, there's not much at all.
Lux is in a really good position in River. Oh no, he's kind of uncloaked in front of 3 people, and dies immediately.
Jay spamming, trying to put spam in the river against Misfits, but they are going to walk out of there and end up pushing Big Chungus back through choke.
Yeah, really
Caspian
good.
did go deep there. He ended up trading, but
No,
Jocelyn comes in to try and clean up. Takes out Jaya.
Rogue is Ubered on mid with no players around him, and it's looking like a pretty perilous post. Although he does manage to get out. Hiffle loses life for it though.
Jocelyn gets another pick off Hiff right there too. Jocelyn actually doing something. Good job, Jocelyn.
He's been doing a lot this
He's
game.
in, yeah, he has.
He's more of a
He's in
brain
lobby now.
player anyway.
I think is he looking to go? Yes, he's right behind the medic now, trying to get him picked. The medic is slow, but Ray does end up surviving there, and Jocelyn gets picked off by Whack Trick.
Big Wall
Very good
gets
job.
forced in lobby though, and ends up going down as well. Some picks coming out from Chungus as they kind of leave spawn now. Not sure if they'll be looking to play the ad or just walk in with the player ad. Looks like they're trying to take River now. Just one soldier for them to look out for. They spot him really early though, so he won't be able to get anything done. Yeah, they Misfits kind of give it up for free. Oh, Diesel dies again.
We
Not
got
sure
a
how.
big bomb in from Misfits. They're trying to do something. They get a force off. Biggle's trying his best to stay alive with staring this Uber scout in the face.
Yeah, but they have Caspian behind Cappy, so it doesn't even matter.
Caspian with the back cap. I totally just like, what?
Yeah, I missed that too.
My bad. So we are 3-1 now.
Oh, and I've fucking crashed again. These pauses, man.
Yeah, we got 13 minutes, just under 13 minutes left on the clock there. So we're back in mid. Looks like Big Chungus are getting spammed out again. Rogue is back on second with his team as Misfits are going straight through Baby Door again. Caspian he tried to take River there, but Big Chungus look like they're pretty wise to the Baby Door plays now, as they're just getting picked off one by one by Big Chungus, just cleaning him up there.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
So that leaves Big Chungus free to take mid pretty comfortably, as Misfits are just trying to regroup. Schmuck trying to fight Chungus' whole team.
Chungus looking for a Baby Doll play of their own actually, and they take lobby completely for free.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not, I'm stupid. They were just Misfits were just set up on last.
back.
Captured the control point.
Uber's used in through river. Johnson does a little bit of work denying the Uber, but he does die for it. The gun's not going to get much done either.
Point is being captured.
3 players down. Schmuck on the spawn now though. Oh, yep. Hiff. Heads up play, knowing that Diesel's going to be waiting in water there, and he's able to walk straight under and like 2-shot him.
Yeah, so that is a round to Big Chungus.
A really clinical last push there. Looking like a bit of momentum's come back. Maybe Hiff had a little
Control point is being contested.
break to refresh the mind. A tactical pause.
Yeah, Chungus look to really be feeling themselves right now. Although, I say that Caspian has a huge bomb, getting the big pick of Demo there, and that's enough for his team to move forward.
Yeah. Big World actually died really early. I think it was a drop down play from Lux. And now it's just looking like a salvage, but they're walking into 2 scouts, which is not all that fun. And so they're all just gonna die.
Control point is being contested.
Yeah, Caspian's gonna try and get himself out of there, but doesn't make it. All of Chungus are on his ass and just take him out there pretty easily.
Yeah, so full Uberad, and no players up to contest second. Except for Diesel, who thinks he can get something from Big Door.
I mean,
He will
he's trying
survive, I
and he's
think.
not dying. Yeah.
Yeah, he will survive.
You can really see the jumper main coming out of him there. As he
Definitely,
survives
yeah.
pretty easy.
So it'll be interesting to see where they take this. The last one's gone through river, but they're in lobby now.
And
like they wanna
Johnson's
go
out
shut
with a
up.
little sentry as well here too. Big Old is 20% Uber behind Rogue, who has just popped. Big Old trying to get his Uber out as fast as possible. He's got 10% left.
Yeah.
Julian, sorry, Bappo just behind the point again. Looks like his favourite spot to defend. I mean, it's pretty strong for Demo, and it's been working out most of the time for them. Misfits are way out, back onto second. Lux is on Spy right now, the only player up for Bappo straight to forward spawn again.
Yeah. Yeah, Lux got spotted immediately though and dies.
Oh, true. Look, bad luck for Lux.
But yeah, that last push, they just didn't get any of it to get done with that Uber. They got all the players in spawn, but they let the heavy slip away to secret. They left the point alone with Diesel to defend it, and they... I think there was another off class up, like a gun, which...
Yeah,
Didn't get
Nelson
taken
was
down.
NG, yeah.
Yeah.
Lux trying to go in deep there, but gets picked up by Caspian and Jolson too.
Yeah.
We got Misfits aggressing now. Looks like they're gonna want to go through river. Well, Demo is just waiting for the flank to do some work there and give them some space to move up. They have a mini sentry and the Uber comes out as well.
Our control
Got
point is being captured.
Misfits
Yep.
Demo in secret trying to do work from there, but like the scouts on Team Chungus just take him out pretty easy.
Yeah, it's just Jamal in fighting last. He picks
Yeah.
up Lux, but can't quite kill Jaeger.
It's him
And-
versus the world there, and it's just not enough for the Misfits to take another round.
It is. 4 spawns on mid, I think. Yep, once again, Diesel trying to goose man. Doesn't get anything, dies for it. Not a great play if you don't have any heals up. Looks like they're gonna have to give up mid and second here. I just much rather see them like have players live and set up your stacks on second where you can get a buff, set up maybe one soldier to fake bomb. Just they're not plays that are gonna work.
Rogue with a full Uber for the Big Chungus right now
Going
as
through
well.
Baby again. They narrowly miss a soldier. And looks like they
Gonna
want to take
wanna
this
use-
river again.
Well, they're gonna want to use it soon because Big Old's about to get his Uber. It's 5% off now.
Gun
Good
goes down
level 2.
instantly.
Yeah. Oh,
Diesel's still on point,
a
picks
lot
up
of
2
time
on the point.
that point. Big Old has the Uber, it's out, and he's gonna try and use it to save this point and as many players as he can. Misfits wants to clean up while they got this Uber. And down goes Demo as well. We've got Jenga behind the point trying to do something, but he gets spotted by Caspian, who takes him out pretty easily there. And Misfits defend that point pretty convincingly. They're going to want to move out to second now.
I'm a little disappointed with the way that Big Chungus have been taking his last fights. I mean, they should know what they're getting themselves in for. Diesel's made that water play every single time, and they had Hif walk unders once and it worked perfectly. They need something like that again. It's just, they're just like, they can't play the point because he's there, and they're not focusing the frags, they're still trying to play the point, and the stickies are just decimating them.
Yep.
Even
We
if they
got-
have like a good Uber.
Chungus were trying to go through big door, but Baku's really just
Oh, Uber's
Trap
used
them
and
out.
they drop Jolson, and don't pick up
true.
anything of their own. Air shot, no, everyone misses. But they lose 3 players, and looks like they've got a few stragglers trying to get out of River now.
yeah. Misfits really didn't come up out on top there.
They didn't know.
They're going to
Once
want to
again-
go back to last and just defend.
They're sort of Ubering with no knowledge of what's in front of them. Hif kind of face checking the shutter door again. Seen a bit of that.
With 5 minutes left on the clock, and Chungus are really looking to at least even this out right now. Both teams are pretty keen to get points on the table this week.
Yeah, they pick up the gun and lose Lux for it. It'll be interesting to see if Lux tries to come up spy here. They've got another gun getting built though. Diesel once again playing mortar. All the players from Misfits actually are on the left side. So, okay, now they're kind of spreading out now. I mean, they just want to get buffs at once. Caspian's actually getting a bit funky at Baby Door. Might be looking to counter sack.
Yeah, he's probably just trying to get a pick.
Actually, Lux is on Pyro. I think Lux is going to go water to... Yeah, Lux is going to go water to fight Bappo. Oh, they're actually taking the entire combo water. Lux
Baku
dies instantly, so there goes the Pyro play. And Jamal looks like he's winning that fight against Lux pretty comfortably. So basically just a double sack in the end. It'd be interesting to see if they keep the Pyro and... Yeah, if they keep the Pyro and play off that. Or if they try something completely different.
Yeah, so there was a bit of a trade under the in water. Baku's going straight back to water, trying to assert his dominance there.
Yeah, Lux and Pyro again. They want to try it again.
Jolson is Pyro too right now. He's spy checking. They
Oh.
reckon there is a spy up, but there really isn't
Yeah,
right now.
face checking traps again. Papo with some BM in the chat there.
He is quite low right now. He might be having to pay for that time he spent typing. Caspian is rocket jumping right to their forward spawn right now. He's Caspian with like a couple of picks there.
Yeah, I mean they're handy picks and really they're just buying time.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
actually,
space looks
there's some
like
cap
as
time.
Misfits are trying to take seconds as well with that. We
This is-
still have Big Chungus in River, although
oh no. Rogue drops to Caspian from behind.
Caspian really did so much work right there.
Yeah.
Just tempesting up to their forward spawn, taking out a few players, just Cash coming back and taking out the net as well. Big Chungus, although
Oh, Jenga picks up Jolson, but the entire team's still on last. There could actually be some semblance of a second hold. Actually, no, Lux is dying. In. Oh, they get the force.
Lux gets picked up.
That's so
there.
huge.
Yeah. Biggle does end up having to pop his Uber, although the difference between Ubers right now is only what, like 10% as well.
Yeah. Not much in the way of Ubers, but there was definitely the chance for Misfits to like steamroll 2 or 3
True.
points there.
Are you kidding? Is this another
Another
pause,
pause.
guys? We have 2 minutes 30 left on the clock and it's pretty close right now.
Yeah. Certainly is.
3-2 and Big Chungus looking, trying really hard to at least get a tie for this game. Not wanting to give any points away to Misfits.
Big Chungus down their demo, so I think it's up to see what Jaeger can do at the choke, whether he'll get the beam or not.
And we
Oh,
got an
unpause
unpause now.
instantly. Oh, he's doing a whole lot of damage and picks up Bappo. That's huge. Does trade for him, but he'll take that any day of the week. Some
Yeah,
scrappy
Misfits
fights
are
in Big
just-
Door. The flank goes down, it's just Big World and Caspian.
Alert.
Yeah,
Oh,
Misfits
like
are
1 second.
really feeling that player to be sad right now. Jank's trying to do some work, but he just goes too deep
Oh,
too fast.
bugs. Nice
Gets
rockets.
picked Oh, there's a soldier coming out behind Caspian and he just gets picked off. He was the only player there at the end, so...
Maybe it was a better play to just killbind there. I mean, Caspian doesn't look like he'll be up for this last. Big World's only getting up now and he hasn't been able to... He's only been able to buff Jolson so far, the Pyro.
Yeah, that's a good point. We do have an Angie in Jamal right now. He's at level 2. Might be able to make it to level 3 by the time team comes.
Uber comes in through Shutter though. Lux dies to the Pyro. All the players
Sentry
from
goes down
Misfits are
really
on the
fast.
flank. They pick up the flank kills. And oh, nice rockets from Schmuck onto Whack, but won't pick up the kill.
Rogue takes heavy damage as well in this fight too.
Yeah, the kills are all falling the way of Big Chungus now. Hif with the beam fighting, oh, he'll win it. That's a round, it's 3-all with a minute 10. There's time for a round, but
They
I
did take
think
a
we might be
round.
going for a golden cap. I think you can get like a 45-second round on Gully Wash or something, it's pretty crazy. Fast
I mean-
capping map.
Misfits were pretty close to that in one of the rounds, but
Looks like Misfits play that, oh, the opposition team such a huge ball from Jaeger picking up Big World. I think that'll probably secure the golden cap. Yeah, a long scrappy mid fight. Not really enough time to steamroll this. And I'm sure they'll give it their best shot, but I'm not sure that...
Alert. The control point is being contested.
I mean, if you lose this push, it's...
yeah.
Django's just trying to play for logs. He's not capping.
Yeah, no one's capped the mid yet.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, Chungus are all the way at last right now.
Yeah, wow. What a last round there. A really good push. Well, not so much an amazing push, but a little bit of a misplay there from Misfits. They tried to like dive bomb the players on the flank, and it sort of worked. They got some picks, but then they just had to go fight a really healthy combo with no heals of their own. And I think Hif did a really good job of cleaning up weak players. There was a lot of damage from Whack, and yeah, just a really nice last push there to seal the 3-all. This has been a great match so far though, Mel.
It's been very close. Big Old in the chat looks like he's had a little bit of it. No, he's like, surely just call it a draw.
Let's bring up the logs from last match though. Just the regular play. Bappo once again doing a lot of damage. Working out much better for his logs here. Does die 19 times, which is a lot, but it was a pretty high death game. I think Hif was the lowest fragging class with 15. It's actually really good work from him. Being a scout who can be alive on Gully Wash is really handy. Just like run your med out and deny soldiers.
Yeah, thanks for the logs, mate.
Bappo also not taking as much damage this time.
Yeah,
which is
and
really
look how much
handy.
damage he did do.
Exactly, yeah, this is a much better game from Bappo. I think there were a lot of times where he kind of just jumped into 4 players trying to win and died. I think he could probably cut that down to like, I don't know, maybe 15 or 14 deaths. And just like being alive on demo is handy just for the presence. You know, if you're shaving off a little bit of damage for being alive and being able to look at players, then actually can actually be a lot more effective than you'd think.
The medics got quite a few kills each as well that round. Like Big Ol got 2, Rogue got 3.
Yeah.
Their deaths were pretty even. Big Ol with 10 and Rogue with 7. Bappo's kills as well were pretty huge compared to
Yeah,
most of
compared to
the
everyone
other
else's,
players.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah, he got a lot of sticky trap kills on last, and a lot of just like scrappy fights, whereas shooting a lot of stickies, and they're all connecting. So
He's also with a pretty big 2.0 KD.
yeah, Hiff, 30 frags again. He's
Yeah.
an incredible player. I really like the way he plays his combo scout. There are a few times where I think there was like a player behind who managed to get onto Rogue that, you know, they were aware of. I think I'd like them to be a bit more wary of that. But yeah.
Rogue with 14 Uber charges compared to Big O's 12. I mean, both teams still came out pretty even. And both teams' medics seem to be healing the same kind of players as well on this map. We got this pocket scout first and then the demo.
They're ready up though. Gonna watch whack to this mid. Set a few kind of slow rollouts. This one's looking a lot better though.
Yep, we're on golden cap now, guys. I wonder how long this is going to take. I hope they don't freaking pause again. Although they must be running out of minutes by now.
I think there's a bit of a gentleman's agreement between teams to not bring that rule up, but
yeah,
if it's excessive, you know. Whack doing some good early damage. Jamal dies. Schmuck's really low under the point with nowhere to get heals. So he's gonna get picked off by Jenga. And it looks like Misfits will be leaving with their heals. Much more conservative mid from both teams there. Lux dying early again, but wasn't too disastrous for them.
Cat's been holding pretty close. What do you think of anyone who comes through there?
Jaeger in with... I'm not sure if he was trying to sack or make space. It looked like he was sacking and then got caught.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting Caspian to be that close.
Possibly, yeah. Might have been expecting him to be walking up to river or something, but they're holding close with the even Ubers. Cass getting aggressive and choke again. Maybe he wants to... no? He doesn't want to take a solo. Okay. Once again, walking, just like trying to walk forward at the demo. It's gonna get him, it's gonna get him caught.
Yeah, see in that instance, I don't know why Cassian didn't just like sneak underneath and then jump behind him.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like... is this Hiff trying to take a solo, or are they making room for someone to sack? Looks like a lot of hesitation at this choke. They do have a player behind. Lux,
there is a
Trace for
trade in
Jamal.
lobby there, yeah.
And Jenga's actually behind as well. I missed that, the flank just leaked. Jenga eats a rocket though, so we'll probably go have to get some health. And Jaeger dies a choke. 3 players down for Big Chungus. They'll have to back out here.
Misfits will want to retake mid here. Bappo is underneath mid right now. Trying to be a little bit sneaky.
Yeah, the whole team I think has dropped through, except the heals are really slow. And
Bappo
it's
is
gonna lose
alone
to a few players.
underneath there and he
Rogue
gets
drops to Schmuck.
True. So that's Big with a full Uber advantage, and the other
unless he gets forced here, he will get forced here. That's a really, really handy force. I think, yeah, Hiff's losing here as well.
Take mid ASAP. Take as much ground as possible now.
Yeah, I think they're going to be able to deny these spawners, or... yeah, they will be able to deny the spawners. That should allow them to get into second if they're quick enough. They're taking a little bit of time to get through.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to move in on that.
Yeah, no, they're not.
I would have liked to see that.
Golden Cap, a little bit of fear coming in.
Yeah, true. For both teams, it is the Golden Cap.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, a stalemate on second with even Ubers. Be interesting to see how Misfits try to initiate these sacks. I think both teams are kind of favoured sending the flank behind at Big Door. Oh, actually, it looks like it's going to be a trade.
Yeah, we've got an even
but
trade
they've committed a few players through the choke.
Big Door is back to mid with this combo now. Both teams really don't want to commit.
Yeah, that's an interesting trade. It took like 3 players in that trade.
Well, it ends up with Big Door having 10% ads. There is a bomb in. Jaeger tried to do something there, but Jolson just picks him off. Lux in Big Door, I think he's a little bit too close. Schmuck doesn't want to walk in and risk dying there.
Yeah. I think it'll just be same thing, another stalemate on second.
Oh, Smack's
Even
getting
Ubers.
picked out in the choke here. Good stickies from White there, in choke. Lux is pretty deep right now, and he gets picked off. He gets punished for
Yeah,
that. Caspian
heals
does come out alive too.
Rotated big door. As I said, Misfits love to do this. Just take the combo big door.
Not in deep, he's 1 health, and he gets taken out by Hugh.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
trying to create the distraction of big door there, but it's a relatively experienced flank with Lux and Jenga, and they're able to just kind of deny that soldier trying to come through choke. Lux is on spy though, so
Jolson's
be-
on spy too. It's spy.
oh, I think they should both know about. Jolson's just spy checking in forwards, I think, and he's come up
Jolson's
sniper.
Okay. So Misfits will be aware of this by
Yeah,
now.
they should be. He's already taken spam.
Lux is very close to Jamal. And the medic. He's
Oh,
he
but
gets
Jamal
picked
cheats, so he finds him. And Hif dies as well at choke. Jolson picks him off.
up.
Looks like
Speculation. Jager is just not in the right spot right now. He's gonna get picked off by Jamal in lobby. Yeah.
oh, this is looking pretty disastrous from Big Chungus.
Okay,
They use
so
the
Big
Uber.
One has pops yet. Oh, Bappo goes down.
Lashrick's gonna die.
Okay, so both demos are dead right now. That's
Both
okay.
demos die, and
Bappo
yeah.
is pretty happy about being dropped there, but
yeah, a lucky escape there actually. Only been 3 up with players on all sides of them. I think
Yeah.
Whacktrick probably should have been taking that over. They should just use it to run, but they all managed to survive. They post up in lobby pretty nicely, and the spawners were able to create some pressure.
Misfits aggressing now, although Rogue does have about a 20% ad as well.
Yeah, he does. Looks like
There is a sentry as well out from Big Chungus on last.
yeah, Chengi's in this sentry spot on the stairs.
See
Really
if
easy
the
to
Sniper
spam.
does anything. He's just in lowers right now.
He's got this really handy
Oh, he's
angle.
trying to get that demo.
I'm not sure if he got called there or not. It's easy to shut down, but it's such a powerful angle.
Oh, there's a bit of spam in River right now. Like, Misfits, it's not safe for them to just be there right now. Jolson trying to get something for his team. I don't think he's got a pick yet. I haven't seen him do that. Oh, Jolson with another peek.
Oh,
And
Jolson with the
he
big
takes up
dispenser pick.
dispenser.
Oh, that could open
Nice.
things up here. Yeah, no, just everyone really playing it very conservative.
Yeah.
Misfits want to stay on the front foot for as long as they can, and
Jol- yeah.
Jolson's actually going river now. This is interesting.
Yeah, go for
Looking for the hero shot, and Rogue is hiding
So just
very
gonna
well.
spam him out there.
He's gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the time for the Jolson spy.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah,
Kind of
Lux
a
sucks
shame
into a
haven't seen
scout.
it all.
So,
Oh yeah.
interesting counter sack. I think if you're not already in a position to go, you should probably just leave it.
Yep, good point. Jager got pretty low there, but it looks like he'll be safe as well.
Yeah. Caspian,
Caspian, yeah.
yeah, went down. The gun goes down. Oh, actually, Papa gets taken really weak. Not quite sure what that was. Might have been the
Pepper-
pressure from that launchpad area from Jaeger.
Yeah, maybe. Got another sentry coming out from Jager 7. And a bomb in
Double
from
soldier sack.
Schmuck and
They gotta
Caspian.
get the force out.
Yeah, they do take that force. Caspian's in
Combo's
sneaky
still
right
in
now.
lobby though.
Caspian's hiding in sneaky, no one knows he's there. Oh,
He
okay.
dies.
Hif just picks him up.
They have 2 picks. They've got to try and get a force out here.
Big Old out with the full Uber advantage. Yeah, other teams will really want to be forcing him. Misfits are quite far
no.
back now too. Jager does get picked off by Scout pretty easy there. Jager just in too deep.
They
And
just
we've
hold
got the
last.
baby doll play again.
They didn't go for anything. I mean, there was a really good opportunity there. If they got forced and tried to make the most out of it. Actually, Dober's coming now. I'll leave this later. Heavy gets taken down really early. The gun's only been spotted now, but it will get taken down. A lot of good cap time there from Jocelyn. He'll die for it though.
Yeah, a lot of spam on that point. Schmutz is doing work
Rogue
there.
going in
He's
with the
picking
noggin.
off just-
He will die though.
Schmutz
That's a
takes
wipe.
out, like,
That's
3
gonna
or
be
4
the round.
players right there, and really, like, I feel like it was Schmutz's rockets there that really won that round for Misfits. So that's golden cap.
Yeah, that is the golden cap of a very exciting game. Certainly a lot closer than I probably thought it'd be on both maps. I thought
Uh-huh.
I thought it'd be slightly more comfortable for Misfits on this map and a bit more convincing to Big Chungus on product. But yeah, a really good game of Team Fortress 2. I think we've seen a lot of that this season. In Main particularly. A lot of just really goes to show there's a lot of like really close teams and anyone can really win this. And I think we've lost Mal again.
Hello? Hello?
Oh no, you're back, never
I'm...
mind.
Sorry, I was slow. I'm here. I was pressing the wrong button for push to talk. Yeah, I had to use a push to talk button because, like, I have the flu and I don't want you guys hearing me cough on stream. Anyway, let's go to the logs.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we all wish Mal a speedy recovery.
Oh, thanks, Poisy. Thank you, Thermite. Okay, so I'm pulling out these logs. Golden cap.
Diesel again. Slightly outshining Whacktrick.
Yep.
Not a lot to go off there though.
Diesel, aka Bappo,
Bappo,
aka BTS King Julian. Yeah.
Say the last part, come on.
No.
Jaeger. Actually, both the soldiers from Big Chungus dying 7 times each. Doing a little bit of damage, but I mean, I wasn't paying a load of attention to them. I'm not sure if that was feeding or just because it was slow and sacky, but
Also,
you continue.
Big Well didn't die at all, I think I should point out, in that last
Yeah.
golden cap.
Yeah, that
So
extra
that
Uber
helped a lot.
was the saving grace.
Even though he didn't sound very keen to keep playing that last bit, like the golden cap, he still did pretty well. Good job, Big Well. Yeah. Lux Spy did do a little bit of work that map for his team. It was fun to watch him spy. I always love seeing the off classes come out, but yeah, unfortunately it wasn't enough for his team. But I thought the Jolson snipe, but bad luck, he didn't get any real good picks there. I mean, sorry, he did get
got
the that was a
Oh, he
huge
got the
dispenser
handy
pick.
Hif pick actually. Like after they killed
Okay.
Lux, they lost Hif straight away at choke, and that kind of took out any option to trade, which kind of got them to last. And then yeah, obviously that huge dispenser pick.
Yeah.
Trying to shoot Jenga's knees out, but
Is there anything else you wanted to point out there? Or
no, I think
talk
we've
about?
just about covered it.
Yeah, this has gone on for quite a while. Thanks everyone for coming and joining us tonight. Been casting since 8:30.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, if you guys have any suggestions or like if there are any games you want to see, feel free to like message me or come talk in the TF Live Discord as well. Yeah. Would you like, I guess we go to shoutouts now, Poisy?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, you go first.
I'll shout out Zoe and Kowski.
Oh.
All yours now, Mel.
Okay. I'll shout out Dump Truck Jesser, Remorse, That Spartan, and Hover. And also Thermite. Thank you for production tonight, Thermite.
Yeah, thanks to everyone behind the scenes at TF Live doing a great job
Yeah.
bringing us a lot of TF2.
Oh, yeah. It's been good. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and hopefully see you next time. Don't forget to tell me if you want to see any other games up. Alright. Cut.